Hey, my name is Cameron Haynes. I'm a senior studying international affairs with a concentration in Europe at University of North Georgia. And in spring 2014, I did my study abroad from an internship in Dublin, Ireland.
Cameron, what motivated you to seek out an internship overseas?
Well, the fact that it was a requirement for my degree was a big motivational factor, but also is mainly because after my initial study abroads, I really had a passion for it, and so to seek one out was a very driving factor. And the fact that my family heritage is from Ireland was a good one too.
Okay. Can you tell us about the process of just getting that internship set up?
Initially, you want to go to your advisors to get your initial information of what is required of you. Now, the difference is with the study abroad, a lot of it's set up in place ready for you. You use your financial aid, you get your travel, you have a program, it's all set. But the internship, it gives you a little experience of what the real world is like afterwards, after college. And so it requires you to be proactive and to seek out the information you need of, like I said, where to stay, how to get there, how you're going to feed yourself, everything.
Okay. And can you tell us about your internship and then what exactly the program does?
Well, the program I was at was called NutureAfrica, like I said, based in Dublin, where the majority of the operations were Uganda. Now, for myself, I was a logistical correspondent, so my main role was to find the volunteers who want to go to Uganda, which were predominantly nurses and teachers, and I would do all the logistical work to get them from where they're at to Uganda.
Okay. And then what were some of the other projects that had you working on?
Uh, Most of the time we were traveling a lot, so a lot of the work was done on the road. We had a lot of presentations to different universities all around Ireland, and so a lot of the time I would help set up presentations, give presentations, and everything with it.
Okay. How was your nonprofit funded?
Majority was from donations itself, domestically from Ireland itself, also internationally, but the majority from domestic. And in order to fund it, we would do through what's called CSR reports. And that was a lot of my work, a lot of paperwork. It was called Corporate Social Responsibility. Initially, I would go either cold call people on the phone or set up meetings with them and convince them how it's beneficial for their company and as well for our organization to donate.
Okay. How did your internship go along with the classes you were studying as an international affairs major?
Well, on top of providing the Ugandan people with healthcare, education, a large one which I was very interested about was called microloans. The microloans can vary from $20 all the way up to, say, $400. An example, you donate $100 for this mother of 3 children. She has a fruit vendor and she sells all this fruit. Afterwards it starts growing, she has a second one, a third one, she starts hiring people, and so this entails into one of my favorite classes was IPE, International Political Economics, whereas infusing capital into a region directly through organizations that set up all the infrastructure is more beneficial than donating the capital to the government itself as a national level.
Okay. And then what about how did this experience impact your goals? Did it encourage you as far as like wanting to work with a nonprofit or go a different direction?
Initially, I knew I had an idea I wanted to work internationally, but after my internship, it was the driving force that really was the final factor that made me want to work internationally. For a nonprofit, I enjoyed it. It's very rewarding. You see your hard work right before your eyes cultivate. But for me, I think I'm going to do for-profit. There's more room to grow, and it's a bigger mindset to it.
Okay. What part of, so you talked about wanting to continue to work in the future in the international world. What part of that is most attractive? Is it the traveling or is it the different cultures? What part of that really is a moving force for you?
For me, I have a very active lifestyle, and so the constant travel is a good call for me. I really enjoy it. Obviously, with my degree with concentration in Europe, I will look for work in Europe. I'm always open-minded to anywhere else.
Okay. Do you have any advice or any other things you want to tell people that might possibly interested in doing this?
Doing a study abroad or even an internship abroad is nothing but beneficial for yourself, not just for your college career, but also afterwards. Any other advice, go to your advisor, get some information, and then be proactive.
Awesome. Thank you, Cameron.
No problem.